Yo guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. And for today's video, I kind of just want to talk about my thoughts about Black Ops 6 so far. So before we get into it, make sure you guys subscribe and turn on notifications. All right, let's try to get this video to 125 likes. And I want to know in the comment section below, how do you guys feel about Black Ops 6 so far? Is it a W? Is it an L? Are you really enjoying your time or not? So let's get right into it. I want to talk about the bad about Black Ops 6 because, you know, let's just start off like that and get all the other ugly stuff out the way. Now, with no means with my critiques or what I feel about Black Ops 6 so far, I'm not having fun with it or don't like the game. This is the most fun I've had on a multiplayer since like Black Ops 4, in my personal opinion. Like, I am obsessed. I can't get off the game. I haven't done anything else besides play BO6. But I think for the first thing is, I understand like myself and my group, and I play with a bunch of sweat nerds, but I think this game does promote like a lot of backing out. There's been a lot of games that I have played where, I don't know, like people just back out all the time because we're on the streets and stuff like that. And I get it. You know, you're getting slammed, you know, there's harps in the air, and you're getting spawn trapped. You know, I wouldn't want to stay in there either. But back in the day, I don't know, I don't want to be this back in the day guy, but back in the day, there was a lot of times where, I mean, I still would rage quit and rage back out, but no, you would see people with 200 kills or 100 kills on raid BO2 with harps and raps and dogs in the air, because I don't know what it was, and people just wouldn't back out. I think there is a lot of people who just do back out. And then personally, I don't even use assault streaks, and people I play with, like, I make them use no assault streaks. Now, I do see a counter UAV being in the air constantly as being really, really, really annoying. But I don't know, there's been a lot of times like we get one streak. Like myself, I get full streaks, I get the UAV counter harp, and they're backing out, and we have, you know, enemies, reinforcements are gone, and, you know, the game ends and the score is 50-20 on hardpoint. You know, it just started. So, and I think Black Ops 6 has a lot of player count, especially on the multiplayer side right now. So I don't know, just being able to just, I guess, queue in new players could be a bit better, but I don't really know the solution for that. I just know, I don't know about you guys, but for myself, I run into a lot of games where I don't even really get to finish because they're backing out so much. The next thought I have is the bugs in the game. In my personal opinion, if I think about it, there's not as many bugs in the game as I think about, but there still is some that is very, very like vital. I think there's a lot of UAV bugs where just, and I know people were like, they're running ghosts. Like, there's one thing, if you have a harp and they have ghosts, they'll come up as like a dot. You know what I mean? They don't go as like a constant arrow, which is fine. But there's been some times where I've died off streaks because they don't pop up at all. And that is, I think, one thing that I've seen a lot of UAV bugs, and also some class setup bugs, like where I'm not able to change my classes in the middle of the game, or you have like this default weapon, you know, just like little things that can be like, I guess, a bit irritating and annoying. But every game has its bugs, every game has its glitches. There's even things like Recon. There's like a Recon glitch I've seen a lot of times where if somebody who kills me with Recon, I like look at their kill cam and I have Recon for a second. And that's the next part I want to get to, is the Recon perk. You know, we've already had problems for 3 to 4 years plus since basically Call of Duty has been popularized on PC with hackers and cheaters. And we just gave free hackers and cheaters away to play the game. You know what I mean? Like, giving us a wall hack is really ass. And if you guys saw the other day ago, Swag tweeted out about nerfing Recon, and they did have a nerf. And the nerf went from like 2 seconds every death to like every 2 deaths you have to 1.5 seconds. I personally think the wall hack thing needs to be completely out of Recon. Recon has the wall hacks every 2 deaths. So every time you die twice, you get to see through the walls for like 0.15 seconds, and they're going to drop it's like 0.5 seconds. They already have that, and they have high alerts. I think Recon should just be taken out with the wall hacks, and they should just have high alert. I think high alert is cool enough. It's good enough. If somebody sees you from far away, you're looking to the side, you get out the way, you can try to play your life. But I don't know. It's such a it's a really huge crutch to use that, especially comparing to the other specialists where all reds, that's cool. You know, you get like a speed boost and a damage boost or anything like that. And then the all green is your best for like ranking up. And people run strategists more anyway, in my personal opinion. But those different type of perks, I don't know, they just never, it's hard. And you can't negate Recon. So if you're going to have Recon, there has to be something to negate it. So if it is a cold-blooded, if it is a ghost, or I don't know, add ninja, whatever the case may be, to negate the wall hats, there needs to be an option, and there's not at all. So that's kind of like all my negatives about Black Ops 6 so far. Oh, also the last thing is the camos. Now, I'm not asking the camos to be the best thing ever, but I don't know. There's some really cool special camos that I've seen on guns. The militaries are all dull, and even like gold and dark spine is dull. They need to fix dark spine. They need to make it more animated. They need to have a little bit more pop to it, because no one's going to use dark spine. And if a casual is trying to go for like camos, it doesn't give you an incentive to try to either go for dark spine / dark matter, because diamond's gonna be good enough. So I mean, and I think these headshot challenges and all the challenges in the back end aren't as tough, in my personal opinion, for the casuals. So I think they're trying to like encourage people to go for dark matter, but dark spine is fucking dirt. I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro. Dark spine needs to be way better. And so for that being that type of challenge, I think just gives somebody more of an incentive to go for it. Next up now, I want to talk about the good. Personally, I think these maps are really fun and they're great. Also, with the addition of 10v10 being added to the game, thank Lord they added that so quickly. And I'll get into the communication later, but the maps I really do enjoy. The only maps I really don't like is Lowtown, and Verduka is kind of mid, but Lowtown I absolutely hate. I don't think that map is good, but that's fine. From 10v10 going on Derelict, even Red Card, playing Nuketown 10v10, and even Volt. I knew Volt was a good map, but it's not good for 66, but 10v10 is incredible. And then the 6v6 maps are great as well. Subsonic, you got Babylon, which is my favorite. You can still do Nuketown on 6v6, excuse me, and so many other different maps. So, and a lot of people complain, and this is the world we live in, and social media, we do a lot of complaining and not using it for good. So we complain when they give us recycled maps, like MW3 had all MW2 maps that were recycled, but then we complain when they get new maps and they have everything new, and they don't bring back Raid and Hijacked and Standoff and all these other BO2 or Black Ops iconic maps, right? Firing range, anything like that. So that's actually personally all I've ever wanted from Call of Duty, is I want them to try to make new maps. Don't try to take something out of a section Warzone and make it a multiplayer map. Don't give us recycle maps from MW3 or AW or whatever. Give us new maps, new flow, new game, everything like that. And I think a map like Babylon, in my personal opinion, or even Subsonic, are going to be iconic maps, 6v6 maps to go back to in the future to keep on playing on. So I actually really appreciate Treyarch for literally trying to make a fucking map design, and that's something new and not some recycled bullshit. I actually really appreciate it. Even if it's good or bad, there's not one Call of Duty game where we liked every single map from top to bottom. There's maps that are really good, there's maps that are really bad, and that's just how it is. Next off, I want to say the communication. I think Treyarch has been incredible with communicating with us, you know, keeping us up to date, and also just listening to what we're saying on Twitter, the good and bad. You know, a lot of us were praying for 10v10. They gave us 10v10 within the first week. We got a double XP the first week. Hopefully we get another double XP this week going into Warzone. So there's been a lot of different things that they've been communicating about and fixing and helping, and I think that's been fucking awesome. They haven't just been like, oh, Recon's broken, we don't give a fuck, we like it, so go ahead. So I think that's really awesome. I think the communication Treyarch has been having is incredible, and I've been enjoying that. Even though I did say something about Dark Spine, I truly enjoy Diamond and Dark Matter. I think those two things are amazing. I'm not tripping about the Nebula grind. The Nebula grind is a bitch, but I think Nebula looks sexy. I've seen Browders unlock it. I've seen Skullface unlock it. And so having the gun in your hand, it probably looks 10 times better. And going for a grind like that, 2,000 headshots on 33 guns, or 2,000 kills on some of them are 2,000 kills with all the various other challenges, the camo better be fucking good. The one thing I am worried about though is the Warzone camos. I think COD Next, like seeing a lot of the camos, I wasn't too excited about. Hopefully, because there's no animation if I'm not mistaken, and I don't remember what it's called on Call of Duty, if it's like King's Ransom or Opal. Somebody help me in the comment section below. But the Master camo, it didn't look too crazy to me. So I needed to see it again when we were able to like go to the tab on Thursday when Warzone's released. And this is where I want to segue into Warzone. A few days ago, they released the Season 1 roadmap, and I'm not gonna lie, this shit looks fucking beautiful. So if you see on the roadmap right here on Black Ops 6, this is some of the multiplayer stuff. They are adding 66 Hacienda. They are also adding a Nuketown holiday for like the Christmas season, which I think is super fire. They have a new map called Hideout Extraction and a 2v2/66 map called Heirloom. So there's obviously gonna be a 2v2 game mode coming because there's a 2v2 map. So I think it's pretty cool. There's also there's a hand cannon score streak. There's a shadow perk, which I don't know what that is, but it looks like it negates ninja or tracker or something like that. There's also a new wild card, and there's a bunch of new things. Zombies gets a new update as well. They actually even get is this a new map? Holy shit. I didn't think zombies were gonna get a new map. I thought they were gonna rock out with Terminus and Liberty Falls for a minute, but that's pretty cool. And that's another bonus I want to say is I think zombies is good. I think the Easter eggs are dope, and the skins and the rewards you get, it makes somebody who like myself, who likes to try to play the whole totality of the game and unlocking camos and blueprints and skins, that makes me want to go play zombies. Like I'm gonna try to go unlock Terminus Easter egg today and do that. And I know there's also a Liberty Falls Easter egg. There's also new operators and everything like that, and then a bunch of new guns that we'll go over. And then for Warzone, we have Area 99. There's actually gonna be rank play in this season, which I thought rank was gonna come later. Oh, so is rank not coming from multiplayer? I thought it was gonna be multiplayer rank. Oh, it is. Multiplayer rank player will be coming. And if you guys want to see me do another road to iridescent, either Warzone or multiplayer, let me know in the comment section below which one should we do. I have done a multiplayer one in the past, and I'm cool with doing either or both. You guys let me know. And then there also have BR Resurgence and Plunder. There's Omni movement coming to Warzone and everything like that. Everything from BO6 is coming to Warzone. So, and there's also Erk Stand returning and Rebirth Island, which I didn't think Rebirth Island was going to return because I thought they were going to focus on Area 99. But the fact that Rebirth is coming back with Omni movement, we're going to see some crazy ass clips. I'm not going to cap. So this is the black cell for Warzone, and I'm not going to lie. I usually just be like, whatever. This black cell has one of the best black cells battle passes that I've seen in Call of Duty history. This shit is fire. Okay, the black cell sin is tough. You also have a mastercraft weapon, which is extremely fire as well. This mastercraft weapon is fucking insane. I'm actually really excited to see black cell, and I will pay my money for this. Okay, and I'm not usually a big one to be like, yo, go buy this in the store, stuff like that, but if you guys got the extra bread for it, I mean, you guys let me know if this black cell is fire or not. I think it's actually incredible. Now, one thing I do have a problem with is right here. So if you see right here, there's 136 primary weapons, 35 secondaries, and 15 melees. So that means, if I'm not mistaken, there's approximately 177 guns coming to Warzone. For what? Okay, Call of Duty, this is one thing that needs to fucking go. Now, I will say one, I think a gun should not, now I say a lot of these guns should be vaulted. They should vault for surely all MW2 weapons. For surely. We barely even used them last year. And we should vault probably all of MW3 guns and only run Black Ops 6 guns. Now, the only, I think, guns that should be not vaulted is if there's an operator with a blueprint with it. So there's some guns like the STG has a blueprint from you doing the zombies or the vortex Easter egg, excuse me. And that should not be vaulted. So I think if a gun has a blueprint with a with an operator, like Devin Booker has a gun and KD has a gun, like those guns should not be vaulted, because then you'll probably have to vault the operator, which honestly I think vaulting operators would be kind of cool too, because it gives it more value in my personal opinion. So just like how Fortnite does, vaulting weapons and skins, it brings more value to that skin and that gun. So I think they should vault a lot of these guns. There's no reason why we need to have 177 guns that I need to slide through, and there's no goddamn reason why I need to go through probably 300 plus attachments when we're going to use 5. It's just too much. And I don't know how it is. I can't remember if I can use attachments on BO6 on an NW3 gun. I don't think I can. So that just makes BO6 guns a lot better, because BO6 has a lot of attachments that doesn't have cons, where MW2 and 3 have a lot of attachments that have bad cons and okay pros. So there's no point of having all this. I think this is way too much. So here's the new weapons that are also going to be coming to the Season 1 Battle Pass. So we got the Craig that's coming back. The Craig season will be back. We also have the SOG SMG from BO2, if I'm not mistaken. Was it SOG in BO2 or BO3? I can't really remember. But the SOG will be returning as well. I think it was BO3. No, I think it was BO4, actually, excuse me. The SOG will be returning to Warzone as well, or Call of Duty, excuse me. Then we also have the Maelstrom. This looks like a Holger, but I believe seeing this name. I just don't remember what game this was in, but this is a shotgun. And then we also have an AMR mod for a new sniper as well. and then a in-season Serlin 9mm. This looks like an SMG or a secondary. I think this is a secondary gun. So almost like it reminds me of the what's that gun from? It was like dual wield. It was like a dual wield automatic from MW2, not the G18s. It was like the FMGs or some shit like that. And then there's also a power drill. I don't know what the fuck this we use for, but I guess it's just a fun melee to use. So you can have a power drill and then a cleaver. So these are all the new weapons that are coming. There's also some attachments coming back as well. And if you guys want to have this blog, I can put this in the comment section below so you guys can look at anything and any questions with the blog. And then lastly, I want to talk about too, for anybody who's trying to figure out the meta about what's going to be coming for Warzone, is you guys got to remember that sometime during MW3, there's different values with multiplayer guns and Warzone guns. They're different. So the AEK right now is the most overpowered gun in multiplayer. If multiplayer nerfs the AEK is going to have a different value in Warzone. The AEK may be the meta. So just for example, like the Rival 9 in multiplayer was incredible, but in Warzone, it was fucking mid or it was dirt. So there's always different values. So in my personal opinion, I could see them going a marksman burst weapon meta and or a LMG meta. But regardless of the fact, Treyarch, I'm begging you. I am begging you. You guys have one of the best metas during the integration of Cold War and Warzone 1. Please do this again. We need multiple metas. I do not want to run against and use only one gun for 2 months. Please give us multiple metas. Let us be able to use an LMG, an AR, a sniper, and an SMG, and they're all fire. They're all good. I do not want to have one-dimensional gunfights. I do not want to have one-dimensional gameplay with a gun. Okay, I don't want to be able to use the XM4 because I'm getting bursted across the map or getting fucking mapped with an SMG. Please, Warzone gets so stagnant because there's only one meta to use. There's only one gun to use, the static HV and the STG, and that's all we can use. It's so fucking boring. Please give us multiple metas. Let us be able to use multiple guns. You made us grind this. You made us grind all the guns. You might as well let them use multiple of them. Okay, please. Also, lastly, there is a new perk called Sprinter that is an unlimited attack sprint as well. That's coming to the game. So that's gonna be really cool to see. Those are my overall thoughts about Black Ops 6 so far. If I were to rate the game, the multiplayer wise, I give the multiplayer like an 8.3 out of 10. Okay, I didn't want to have too much recency bias, but you know, I unlocked Dark Matter. I went through some of the challenges. I went through the camo challenges of zombies as well, and just getting to play the game in a flow of map, and it is so much fun. You know, a lot of people are like, should I get the game? I mean, I recommend it, but if you can't afford multiplayer, don't do it. If you're more of a Warzone head, wait till Warzone. It literally comes out tomorrow. By the time this video drops, it'll be coming out tomorrow. So just, you know, rock out on Warzone. But I think you guys are gonna have so much fun with it, and I personally think this game was so easy for casuals to actually get good at and understand, because MW2 and MW3 was so complicated with attachments and guns and all these different things like that. BO6, it's a lot more simpler in my personal opinion. So I give it like an 8.3 out of 10 right now. Anyways, guys, that is my thoughts on Black Ops 6. You guys let me know in the comment section below what you guys are thinking and anything like that. If you guys are enjoying the game or not, any changes, ideas, let me know in the comment section below. Anyways, y'all, I hope y'all did enjoy, and I'll catch you on the next time. Y'all stay smooth. Peace.